We all know that there is really no coincidence in the world. Nothing really happens in the universe which is random. We're going to start about physical ailments and why they come to us and why do they happen to us. But before we actually come down to the first one, headaches, let us just see what is the reasons that we first actually start having physical pains. Why do we actually have these diseases? We are energy beings. Generally, we don't worry about all these things. Oh, we are energy beings, and because there is no pain, there is no disease, there is no ailment. But when we start feeling pain, when we become disabled because of some disease or some ailment, or even an accident for that matter, we start then reaching out for answers, because then we start wanting to know, oh, why did this disease come to me? Oh, why is this part paining? Oh, why can't I get well? Oh, why me? Why did this happen to me? This is the questions we start asking, the whys. The whys start coming only when we feel pain, we feel that ailment, and it's only then that we want to fix it, because it hurts us, because now we feel broken and our body is not ready to do whatever we tell it. So, if you have pain, you have disease, you feel disabled, you feel uncomfortable, and you are trying to help that part of you, you find that your body refuses to listen to you. And now, why does your body not listen to you? It's not listening to you because actually what your body is trying to do is, it is metaphysically trying to do its own job, what it is supposed to do, to bring messages to us from our own true inner being. Being aware of your problem is 50% of your problem being solved. Once you are aware, the human mind has the capacity to actually heal itself. So, a lot of you may be able to even find your answers and the reasons behind your problems and help yourselves out of it also. What we normally do if we have pain or a disease or an ailment is we turn to medicine. Yes, medicine is important. And when you take that medicine, you feel comfortable, you feel the pain is gone, you feel relief, and you feel fine. But what medicine is actually doing is actually only numbing your body or diverting that pain of that body. And in some cases, when we have surgery, what we actually do is we cut off that offending part, that offending organ of the body, without understanding what that organ, that part is trying to tell us. Though, of course, it is necessary and important in emergency cases and in acute conditions, but before we reach that stage of emergency and acute conditions, why not help ourselves? Why not listen to our body? Become aware of what our bodies are telling us so that we are able to help the body and ourselves and our true inner being better. Now, let's come to the healing part. We all are different. The best place to start is with yourself and your own body. Most of the reasons that I give are going to be general reasons. They are often true for most people, but of course, there may be some reasons for some people which may come from reasons which are beyond these, that is, past lives or ancestral issues or vows or curses or external energy issues. Keep that in mind, but I am going to try my best to help you understand each pain, each disease for yourself so that you can help yourself. We start with the first one, the head, which is, and the headaches which are most common. You will hear headaches left, right, center. Everybody has a headache. Now, when we say head, we mean this part of our body, the upper part, the topmost part of our body. Your head represents your crown chakra. Whenever there is pain here, it means there is a separation of some sort here. We are going to see different types of headaches and the reasons for each of them. Whenever you have a head problem or a headache, it always indicates a separation from something, a separation from truth, the inner truth. The more you have the pain, the more important that truth is. We start from the top of the head. Very often, people have a lot of pain here in this portion of the head. It represents a separation from the divine, the universe, God, as you can call it, because this is where the pain is. So the separation is from there. It's because there must be a basic emotion of fear of, let's say, will this happen? Or, fear of losing a relationship, or fear of the future, what is going to happen? How will I tackle this? Where our inner self gets shaken, we start doubting the divine. Oh, is there really a God? Will he really help me? We don't have that unconditional faith that it's all right. If I don't have money, it's fine. If somebody has sent me here, he's going to provide for me. If I am here, this is a choice that I have made. It's for some better being, for my own learning, my own experience. We start worrying and we start getting scared. Oh, I don't have money. How will I survive? Oh my God, if this happens to me, how will I manage it? Oh, if this one leaves me, what will happen to me? So, this is where the headache starts. Now let's come to the second portion of the head where the pain occurs, the front, the forehead, ear. Very often you will find people doing this because there's a whole lot of pain here. Now, if you see this portion here, and if you see your seven chakra systems, what comes here? The third eye chakra, as we can call. In the chakras, the third eye represents your instinct, your intuition, your psychic power. Now, if you have pain here, this pain indicates there is a separation of the physical self from the inner true self, from the soul. So the soul purpose, the soul path differs from what the actual person is doing. And hence this conflict, this suppressing of the truth, of not acknowledging, will cause the pain here.
Please repeat this intuitive power. Please repeat this once again. What is the separation? I'm trying to understand.
The intuitive power is because the third eye is all about our own instincts, our own intuition, our sixth sense, as we can call it. So this comes from us. If you talk about intuition, it's your own inner being, your own sixth sense, which will tell you, the feeling is there sometimes. I feel somebody is going to come, or I feel, this person might not be feeling well. Especially for mothers and children, if you notice, the child doesn't even have to tell the mother that it's sad. The mother knows. The child doesn't have to tell the mother, oh, I'm feeling unwell. The mother knows. How does the mother know? Because of this instinct, this intuition, this sixth sense, or the inner being. This inner being is your inner true soul. So when we talk about separation, we are talking about the physical, the conscious self from the subconscious is what I am talking about. So I take the physical person, the person that you consciously perceive yourself as, and the true person, the true soul, the soul which has come here for a reason. So when there is a difference in this, when there is a separation from the two, so let's say you have come as a soul to experience how to become brave and bold. Let's example, you've had a soul contract with me that I want to be brave, I want to be bold. So this is what you will do to me. If you put me into this kind of a threatening, dangerous situation, then I can become bold and brave. So this is our contract. Now when we come here, you've forgotten what you've come here for. You've forgotten what you've come to learn and experience. But I, on the other hand, my soul knows, because this is a contract that I have done with you. I put you into the dangerous situation. So technically, I am not a bad person. I have done my job excellently well. But unfortunately, you forgot. So now you start thinking I'm a bad person and I'm putting you into that danger. So there is a separation from your true self and the inner self. So this is where the pain starts coming here in the front of the head or the forehead. So let's move ahead to the sides of the head. Now, often people have pain here, the two sides of the head. Now, when you have pain here, it can be on the right, it can be on the left, it can be both. It doesn't matter which. This indicates a separation from the world, the actual world that you are seeing. Now, when you see the actual world, you see it in the materialistic way. You do not see it in the spiritual way. So we see, oh, this person is rich, this person is good, this person is bad. But the spiritual way of the whole world is one. I am a part of each person and each thing here is what we need to see and understand, but we are not able to see it. And when we are unwilling to a very large extent to see this, when we feel that separation from each and everything and person around, that's when this kind of a pain sets in. This pain then starts magnifying into what people call a migraine. So migraine is when this pain will manifest more, where you are not only unwilling to look outside, but you are not willing to look inside also. and hence there is a complete separation and the migraine happens. So mostly you will notice when people have migraines, they get really irritated when you have bright lights. They don't like it at all. The reason why is because they close their eyes. It's an indication. When it's bright, you can't open your eyes. So their eyes are closed. They are not ready to look within. They don't want to look at the truth. They want to shut themselves off from it. And hence the migraine comes. There's joy in the world. It's not that. Each person has their own set of problems, but each person has its own set of joy. But not willing to look at joy and not willing to look at anger at your own self. Oh no, why am I like this? I am not pretty enough. I am not good enough. I am not rich enough. So that anger is at myself. Or, this person did this. I wish I could have done that, but I did not do it. So that anger. So when there is a lack of a person wanting to acknowledge the joy, and when there is too much of anger at themselves, then you will start getting pain in this area. So look at whether this reflects somewhere within you. It is not necessarily that it could come from here. There are other reasons too. But on a general, if you try to explain these issues, this is where it comes from. Now let's go to the last part of the head. We've covered this portion, we've covered the side of the head, we've even covered the top of the head. Now what remains is the back of the head, ear, behind. Now, when you say back and behind, and that means the past. So whenever you have pain here, remember there is something in your past which is not complete, which is not resolved, which you have not been able to forgive and let go, which you have not been able to release. And that is when you will have this pain in the back of your head. This pain indicates there is anger which is coming from fear. There might have been a time, an inner child, where you have been helpless, where you have been scared, and hence you were angry at whatever person or situation it is, but all that was suppressed within because you were scared. You were scared that person would leave the relationship. You were scared that I'm a small child and they are my parents. You were scared that is a teacher and I'm a child in the school. Whatever, it could be anything. But it's pain of the past which is left unresolved, which is left unforgiven, which you have not been able to let go. With this, we come to the end of our session today.
Doctor, can you quickly say the recapitulation? The third eye is intuitive disconnect.
Correct.
Sorry.
Yes.
And the temples are the pain. That pain is because of?
The side of the head, it is basically because you are not ready to face the world and yourself. So that conflict will start getting migraines, where you are not willing to look at the truth. You want to suppress everything. There is a lot of anger at yourself. You are not ready to accept the joys that are there in your life. And there is a lot of suppressed anger for your own self. Remember, they are both different. This is anger at yourself. Why wasn't I able to do this? Why am I not good enough? Why am I not rich? Why am I born here? Why am I living here? All these kind of things is where this pain comes from.
So the side of the head and the migraine is same?
It starts with the side of the head, and then eventually, basically migraine, if you notice, people have headaches here and here. It's this complete portion that hurts. It's not only this and it's not only this. So
okay.
It's a combination of two. So hence, if they have a migraine, it's a combination of both of them. Not willing to look at yourself, not willing to look at the world, and
okay.
a lot of suppression of anger of your own self.
Okay, and the intuitive disconnect is because you are not willing to accept your inner worth.
Correct.
Okay, right. Beautiful, lovely.
Can I ask a simple, small question?
Yes.
Sometimes you get just wandering headaches, as in suddenly pains here, there, or just 1 point or 2 points. Is there any reason for that?
Because each point is trying to tell you, I am here, now look at me. Then it goes away. This, I am also there. It's not necessary that, I have a headache here, so it's going to be only this pain. I may have this, I may have this, and I may have this. But at different times, different things which happen in our life will trigger something. Because you see, whatever you don't release, whatever you have left unresolved, unforgiven, and not let go, it's not going to leave you. It's just going to keep coming back till you actually deal with it.
Thank you.
Ma'am, as you said that they, at the back of the head, it is because of the problem and the relation, whatever you said. And I have it here and always at these two places, always. And it remains there for continuous 6-7 days and then it goes off automatically.
Because it's trying to tell you, your body is trying to tell you something. Each part that doesn't work well is because it's trying to send you a message.
Thank you, ma'am, for such an interesting session. Like to know what are we stopping where helps a lot. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Thank you so much. It was lovely. Your sessions are all tailor-made. Very good.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, madam. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, doctor. Very touching sessions you have.